What's up guys, my friend Gaming back here with another Minecraft video. Today I'm just going to show you an updated tutorial on a video I made about, let's say, a couple months ago or weeks ago, about how to get more FPS in Minecraft. Well, I'm pretty sure since then I've either gotten a better PC or found out some better settings, got a better graphics card or something like that. But I'm just going to create a new world, just, call it, like, FPS test. We'll put it in creative and yeah, let's just do this. So um I am gonna have some shaders, so actually yeah, I may have some shaders on. Anyways, some ways to get better FPS where you could possibly I mean, you won't be able to run this shader pack probably unless you have a pretty good PC, but I mean, I still have problems running it sometimes. Anyways, one of the ways is, well, first of all, first, I guess if you have some shaders on, turn them off. And that helps me get a lot of FPS because I don't have anything on. I have like 200 something FPS right now, so another thing is if you have, we're just going to start on this column and then we'll go to this. If you have your graphics on fancy, as you can see, it says higher quality but slower. So if you'd rather have it look better but be slower, I mean, that's just your opinion. You can do that. But if you want it faster, I'd recommend changing it to fast. The only thing that it changes is, for me, well, I have this thing turned on like permanently, but like a different way, but it would usually change your like grass and your water and your leaves where they wouldn't be see-through. But it doesn't do that for me because I have it turned on and I have the trees turned to fancy, like by themselves in a different one. But turn that down to fast. Smooth lining, it really doesn't affect anything from far as I know, but you could turn those off, but then it just doesn't look as good. Like, then this is what it looks like. Like, this does not look good. I mean, this looks pretty bad. Like, for me, I believe. So, I usually keep that on maximum. And you can see it looks a lot better. You can turn it to minimum because really there's not a difference, but you could turn that off, but it doesn't really affect anything. This doesn't really matter. Your brightness sorry guys, I might be losing my voice. The brightness really doesn't affect it either, so like if I go into caves I might turn this up to bright because usually I'll be playing with the shaders on and all that. Fog, I have that turned off because I just don't like fog, and also it says it's faster, so don't even bother with this thing. This thing really makes me mad whenever I turn it on. Details. Say I have my clouds on fancy. Okay, so they're like this. They're like 3D. You can't really see it because they're too high in the sky, but they're 3D. Alright? Well, that's one thing that's going to affect your FPS is turn most of your stuff down to fast. So let's say I turn this down to fast, or default, but turn it to fast. It'll make the clouds flat, so that's something. Also, the trees, turn those down to default or fast, and now when I do this for mine, now that I turn that off, I can't see through the trees no more. So I like keep that on, but for your personal preference, if you have a pretty bad PC, turn this to fast. Sky, I keep that on. This on. This you probably want to turn to fancy, but that affects like like stained glass, water, ice, and all that stuff. I keep this on fast. Change this to fast. It'll probably help it. Cloud height, usually just keep that there. Anything else, I mean, just follow that. Animations, if you want the best, turn your particles to decreased, or, I mean, like minimum, pretty sure. On this side, you definitely want to turn down your render distance, because this is what's going to affect it a lot. And then, first of all, turn this, if this is like, say, to VSync, or I mean, like, if I set this to, like, 20 FPS, it's literally going to run at 20. See, look at how terrible this looks. So you want to turn this up to max or unlimited FPS, so you get as much FPS that your computer can give you. Render distance, I usually have this on 12, which is normal plus, because I have Optifine in. I'd also recommend getting Optifine, that's another good mod. Turn this down to probably, if you have to, turn it down to tiny, and you can see I've already got a ton more FPS. I've got like 900 something to like 1,000. That's just because of how good my graphics card is. But for some of y'all, it might be like 30 FPS or something, or 60 possibly, but yeah, just turn that down to tiny. Or if you can, turn it to like short. But for most people, probably tiny, just so you get the best FPS. It won't look as good, but like you won't be able to see that far, but it'll help you with your FPS. I usually keep view bobbing on. VBOs. Well, this is something that I use for my own personal preference. Like this, with this off, it kind of gives me a little bit of lag spike sometimes. So I literally like to keep this on sometimes. And it helps me get a little better FPS, I feel like, and it's more smooth. This might work really good for your computer. It might not, so just test it out. I keep this on. I keep that at 0.8 quality. You can just follow all these settings here. Turn clear water off, probably, and turn these other things off, and you'll get better FPS and all that. Like if you turn this off, it'll make it faster, but then it won't look as good. But you can turn all this stuff off, and you'll get a little better FPS. And then performance, just do all this pretty much. This is what I have mine set on. Other, pretty much like that. So this is basically what I have mine set on. But I will go back and set all mine to what I usually have them set on. Fancy off. Turn this up to 12 plus. Quality, clear water on. Better grass. Actually, I keep that off. Custom I keep that off actually. Better snow on, and connected textures. We have to keep that off because Optifine. This is basically what mine's set on, like this. And then of course I have the shaders mod going as well, so I'll have like Zeus or something going, and it'll look like this. This is basically what I have. Stupid fly in the way, get out of the way. This is basically what I have going during my world. So, yeah, if this helped you all guys out, then please comment, rate, and subscribe. And, that'd be awesome. So, this has been Murder for Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully my voice sounds a little better next time. See you guys later.